Yes, making sure we're all synced. We like always are, but still. Not every single time. Love hearing myself by accident. So this is the 0.6 update hotfix, which I wasn't expecting when I launched it, but it takes for some reason the Steam window for the update actually doesn't show up when it starts updating. Like for some reason it's minimized, and I'm like, okay, why isn't the game launching? I'm clicking it, and it's happening. I go in the taskbar and there's a Steam thing. I'm like, okay, so it's updating. It glitched out a couple times. It even went as far as saying it was 3 days at one point. So it was loaded now. I had to restart the game once because after an update, it needs to like resync, and because I have started putting my computer back to sleep at night, it's like totally cool, and I have to literally like restart it to get the thing going so it knows what it's doing, you know, like preheat it, so it, you know, stream would have started 10 seconds earlier otherwise. And get into things. Literally texting. I'm professional, aren't I? So the thumbnail is actually from the page because obviously I checked it the second that it showed up as an update. So one of the newest things, to be completely honest, and I'm almost surprised that this is one of the things, because generally I would have thought that the, at least in the previous update, the last audio update, because I don't think the last update was an audio update, it might have been. But I don't think the last, well, no. No, because Italy came out with the last update, but it would have been the one before Italy. So 2 updates ago, I don't think that they had any audio fixes in the hotfix for it, but this one has audio improvements for. I can't read sideways. They're releasing a tuning app for engine sounds, which, to be completely honest, would be sick. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to find it. Usually, I can't find things in this section. I'm horrible at it. I don't know why. I just am. Am I supposed to look up tuning? Oh, it's in. Keep forgetting that this is like the only menu that's actually in. Actually, is it the only menu that's in? No, it's not. I think they're all in alphabetical order. Is there an engine tuning? I don't think there is. Is there a tuning? Nope. This is why I don't look for things, because chances are I've already looked at it. I just don't see it. I wouldn't know what it's called. We can always find it later. And they have additional adjustments to exhaust and impact sound effects. I find it interesting how the first 2 audio fixes and the first hotfix are vehicle related. I honestly thought they probably would have been map related, because the vehicle ones are so specific. Italy map is receiving bug fixes to make the road and stuff smoother so that there's less pops and stuff and the tires aren't getting shredded nearly as much, because apparently that's a problem. I may have had that problem once. I don't think I did, but I may have had that problem once. Of course, I didn't spend much time on the main road. I spent more time in like the Stewart for Portino, so that helped. And the vehicle side, very small side fixes applied to correct deformation and camera placement errors, as well as configuration and appearance issues. So, for anyone that doesn't know, because I haven't actually worked on it at all, because I've been busy, I'm trying to get something done before my girlfriend comes again, which is in like a week and a half, and I'm busy 3 days before that for the evening, so I've absolutely no idea, you know, when that's going to be getting done. It might be 2 weeks worth, but no one's going to be uploading another one, so I have time. Rare thing I can say about that. But in the actual 1.6 update, the there were several appearance modifications made to the I believe possibly all basic vehicles, not all of them, because there were some structural changes made to like the hopper and stuff, and it wasn't visual. But the Corvette D series, Moonhawk, probably the Barstow, Burnside, and a few others, like a ton of others, got shape changes. Like they actually got physical like shell shape modifications, and I'm assuming that's just more work on that. The camera placement errors. Of course, it might not be on this vehicle. That looks about the same as it always is. Oh, notice. I'm gonna totally polarize this in verbal. In order to address an ongoing issue with the game UI, we have flagged GPU usage of the UI. For those of you that don't know, UI is user interface, and for those of you that don't know what a GPU is, I can't remember what it's called. I just woke up. This will now require manual toggling in the options menu. Wait. We have flagged GPU usage of the UI is experimental. While the majority of users should not experience issues with this option enabled, a small subset of users may encounter issues when playing with the game with this option active. With this release, we are deprecating drop-down functionality of the UI. Any custom UI elements that use drop-down menus will need to be updated. I don't need that for that. I don't know if that counts as a drop-down menu, to be completely honest. This is. Oh yeah. You can see that line on the right side. It's like probably a millimeter long. It's like probably 3/400th of the screen. There's a gray line right there that only shows up. You can even see the tachometer change its thing. So that's yeah, that I guess that has to be updated. Sword traffic tool. It's not a big deal. Wait, does it shift anything, or is it just the UI that switches, not the actual environment? I missed that. I forgot how it changed. Okay, it's just the UI. It's just a taco. It's not the actual environment. Vehicle updates. Fixed mesh spike. This is what I get for doing this after waking up. Fixed mesh spike from subframe. Fixed subframe easily peeling when driving over rocks. Fixed hood corners clipping. Strengthened middle fender attach. So basically anything that you do that's really low impact, but has sort of like what you would call a grinding effect, I guess it would have, has been fixed, I guess it'd be. That's on the 98 Tesla. Fixed rear glass deform groups, fixed trunk mesh spike, fixed default configuration spawning without a differential, adjustments to fender deformation in response to feedback. I want it. So apparently the Moonhawk spawned without a differential, which for those of you that don't know, I don't think you can actually drive a car with no differential. I don't know what one is. Oh, wait a second, is the differential that thing with the gears, where the rear axle is? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm sorry, when it comes to very specific things like differentials and stuff, I don't remember what they're called. I did learn it. I know what a differential is. Yeah, that would cause a car to not drive. So it has one now. Oh, there's a fix for DSBR and ESBR. Fixed unreliable taillight deforms. Fixed rear subframe mesh spike. There's a lot of mesh spikes. Fixed steering jiggle on all-wheel drive models when skidding at high-speed angles with throttle applied. Yeah, we had that happen in a couple of streams for the update and stuff. I didn't like that. It made me worry that it was gonna break or something, because when you're on a turn and something starts jiggering, I've been in a car with that problem. You go get that fixed. ESPR added a reversing whoa. Something actually worth doing physically, if you count that. SBR, ESBR. They added a new. Oh, never mind. That's the 12th. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I thought that was the default configuration. We'll be checking that out. Maybe in the same stream, but probably not because it's not actually. It's a mod update. So apparently, according to this, ESBR has a reversing speed limit now. Oh yeah, you can hear the wind sound like it would be able to go faster. Now you could probably compare this to some other update from a video from some other channel before now, that didn't have this hotfix, and see what the difference is. Because according to that, that is 50. What was it? 54 is the reverse lane limit in kilometers, of course. Don't quote me for miles. I'm not American. Add the ability to change the starting battery and tuning menu. Wait, what? Is that not like? I'm doing this. I'm looking because I'm almost confused. Engine. One of those is a mod, and I know it's that one because that one's a default. Okay, that's not different. Where's the? Oh, tuning menu. I'm an idiot. I was looking at the parts. Battery level. So what was it? Is ability added the ability to change the starting battery level in tuning menu. Okay, so you can actually change it. Interesting. Let's do it at 12. If I can do that specifically. It's a very finicky thing because it goes to 0.5s and it's at a 40. Sort of finicky. Okay, apply. It actually changes where it's at. Now, as of an update well, I think it would actually be from a couple of days ago. Actually, what I am gonna do. Oh, it actually hit the jump. That wasn't planned. That wasn't the intention. I was gonna see. I might have to lower it to below 12, to be honest. I'm gonna put it to. Should I put it to 2? Should I try putting it to 2? How high is that? 2 works. Okay. I want to see how much it actually goes down. So right now we're pretty much in a straight line with the if you can see the parking symbol on the tachometer that I'm pressing right now. If you count on the left bracket, if you count the very bottom angle of that as a straight line going up 45 degrees, or 40, 35 degrees, something like that, I'm sort of basing the level on that. I could be basing on where the ABS, the right bracket on the ABS is actually pointing, because that's more of a 45 and that's like directly where it is. I'm comparing it with that. Easier to do it that way than eyeballing it, because this should actually go down fairly fast. It's not the bigger motor. I think I see it going down, but I'm not sure. It also just started, so I think it's going down. Yeah, that's definitely going down. Damn, I'm going fast. Yeah, that's going down. Okay, so real time. Should I wait till it drops if it does have one? Because I know on the electric hyperplane scenario that's new with the 0.16 update. Yeah, it just ran out. It has a issue where it goes from having like one thing left in it to having none. Because I guess that would have been equivalent to 1. It just drops. It doesn't go down slowly to it's empty. It drops. So you don't actually know how long you're gonna last, which is why the last time I did the hyperlink scenario when I actually beat it, I was worried that I was gonna make it because I had no idea what part of that I was actually on. So I was actually on the borderline or not. So it takes about just a little under half of the grid map circuit to fry the battery if it has 2 in it. So you can do the math for that. That's at least easy enough math to do. Fixed position of fog light flares. Well, is that an add-on or is that just me? I have the menu up. I shouldn't have that up. That looks different. I think before they were on the bottom, maybe? Unless they got smaller. I think they got, I think they moved, vertically wise. Damage, fixed position of, damage textures, damage taillight texture switching fixed. Whatever that means. I don't know what this switching would have to do with it. Made taillight and tailgate panel subparts. Taillight and tailgate. I'm not expecting a lot of visuals, so I'm doing what I can. Taillight and tailgate. Where's the tails? Taillight and tailgate. Where would those be at the bottom? Yeah. Fix what? Okay, so the panels themselves are now subpart. So I'm assuming the panel, and this is only from experience on my Civic, is the actual the panel that the light sits on to hold it in, because you have the two bolts, but there's actually a panel that like keeps it fixed there, and it's in like you can't move it. You could destroy the headlight, but the fixture itself won't move. Covert fixed positions of non-stock steering wheels. Oh, not wheels, steering wheels. I was thinking of wheels. I'm like, we would have noticed that, wouldn't we? So for anyone that's driven in first person, apparently the non-stock steering wheels were off centered. Fixed incorrectly named final drive. How do you do that? I'm not mocking. I'm just trying to figure out how do you manage to not do that. How do you not title something properly? Adjust rear view mirror position. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to check that out. Did they actually... Wait. Screw it. I'm just swapping back to here. There's no point in using the track anymore. I don't think there's anything else I'll need. We can always come back to. I do also need... Actually, do I need to fix the light thing? Red police code and sorry ESBR. Somebody tells me there aren't mountains in my background. Of course, that could just be that, and the texture's just off, but... Still wish the mirroring in this game was as good as the windows are. Corrected A in lead sled configuration, named M to match the fitted transmission. Okay, so for the Burnside, the in the lead sled configuration for the Burnside, the fitted transmission was wrong, and it was correcting A to M for the fitted transmission. That's hilarious. Autobello fixed open diff torsion reactor. Can't show that I know of. Miramar fixed no positions in rear roof area, strengthened middle fender attach, sunburst. Apparently, for the sunburst, at low game FPS, the CVT gear ratio oscillated. Change shifting behavior to upshift more quickly after releasing throttle. Fixed typo in Sport SM config of the sunburst, causing it to have the wrong fender. So the fender's been fixed on the Sport S manual the conversion. I'm just gonna say conversion. I'm not gonna try and correct myself. I'm not gonna get it right the next 5 times. We all know that. Popper fixed off-road light housing becoming transparent when braking. So apparently, if you smash the lights on the hopper for the off-road lights, the housings become visible with the environment. or the vehicle. It's actually sort of cool. It's creepy, but it's cool. Adjusted rear track bar setting for the default and off-road configuration. Pickup roamer. A lot of Italy fixes next for levels. That's literally all the fixes is for Italy or East Coast. Wait, ECA? East Coast USA? Is that a typo? It has to be because ECA isn't a map. It's ECUSA. For the pickup, fixed incorrectly named front final drive gears, so another correction in the typos for drive gears. Semi improved fifth wheel plates so that they don't clip through the frame when vehicle collision is disabled. So it's a physical vehicle glitch when there's no collision in the game. Case series reverted accidental orbit camera changes. I have no idea how that would even happen because it doesn't say how it happens. ETK 800 reverted mistaken camera changes. What's with camera changes? There's been a few of those. Door flex body spiking improved for. So for anyone that's crashed cars and had the black spikes, the glitch spikes spawn from doors of these vehicles, it's been fixed. Pickup roamer van. LeGrand ETKI Grand Marshal Sunburst 88 Pessima 98 Pessima. So the door spike's been fixed on those vehicles, or at least it should be. Levels. Italy fixed wood bench normal. Italy deleted the petrol station. They deleted the petrol station. Italy fixed low balconies. Improved Fastello. I don't speak Italian. Improved Fastello port coal mesh to prevent tire popping. So, what I was saying before about more smooth and stuff, that's what that is. Oh, we got something after the next two. Remove some grass on the road. It's never a good thing. Remove duplicate sign. That's a good thing. Added AI roads to Portino and the Norte port. Or Norte. Norte sounds more accurate. I don't speak Italian. Updated terrain to improve Portino. Fixed floating decals on port. So for those of you that don't know, Portino is a new like town village sort of thing in Italy, and it's a lot of fixes to it, to be honest, even though it's a new thing. So that would explain why most of them are for it. Updated minimap to include the new village of Portino. It didn't go back to my update video because it was in the first stream, I do believe. Yeah, it was in the first stream. Portino was the first stream that I did for 0.16. Was there no minimap for it? Or is it just me? I swore just when there was a minimap for it. And added fixed no texture on time trial starting line. Gotta have the texture. And I'm pretty sure it's East Coast USA, not ECA, but it says ECA. Fixed decal over mesh in ECA street course and street stage time trials. Okay, I gotta look this up. What would ECA be? ECA has to be the normal thing. ECA has to be the normal thing. That's the only other close one I could think of, because it's EC, but there's no A. There's EC, East Coast USA, which is what I was talking about. Is there another one? There isn't. It has to be East Coast USA. It has to. Okay, so apparently in the scenarios? Or is it in a map? Wait. It says levels. I'm assuming that doesn't mean scenarios. The thing is that it's in time trials. Apparently that's been fixed in time trials, which I haven't done yet for any of the new updates because I don't generally do those. I end up failing miserably or doing really well, or barely being able to pass. So all of the above. And then there's a lot of miscellaneous. Added a simple live tuning app for engine sound. So that's the first thing that we actually went over. Control F9. Control F9. Wait, I'm gonna Control F9 apps. So we have, if you could press Control F9 or F9 maybe, something tells me that wouldn't work. It shows up with the black bar at the top, which has apps, debug apps, and there's audio for suspension audio and engine audio, and ECA for TCS and ESC, which I have no idea what it is. And this is the new one. Damn! Sound selection. Exhaust, main engine, main engine. Wow. Yeah, and it's all slide bars. It's really easy. You can even copy it to clipboard. You can make that bigger, smaller. I'm gonna try to keep that the way it is by default. That's sick. I'm definitely gonna be messing around with that. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow or something. I'm still waiting for the GTA site to update. I might have to just go into the game and see, because I think it takes them a day or so to actually get the page up for Newswire. I checked it this morning and it was still saying from May 8th, which was yesterday, so. And for those of you that don't know, my GTA 5 Simeon repo missions official, like, full trailer is coming out tomorrow. Dealt with a huge iMovie crash yesterday, and it took a lot of, it literally took the rest of the day to work out, and there was a titling issue that I had because I didn't have original recording from something I exported already and all that, so I had to deal with some troubleshooting compromises, and it's just, you know, making sure the audio is right and everything. So I think it might actually be done, but not 100%. It's like definitely 99. So that's coming out tomorrow. I hate odd numbers, hence why it's not coming out today. It was supposed to come out yesterday, it didn't happen. So anyway, back to this. Oh, and the ESCTC apps are also new. So in apps, these are new. So for the audio, I guess we had suspension audio before, and ECA, EC, these are new. Or this one is. It's either this one is, or both this whole thing is. It's one of the two. Added option to enable experimental render of UI with GPU. Okay. Whoa. Where's that? Okay, you have to press Control F9. Will the right control work? Yes, it will. I'm not a control person, so. Added option to. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that later. That would sound sick. Fixed LUA error when a coupled vehicle has been replaced. I don't know if that would mean in here or not. Oh, we have a red line. Cannot set default color data for vehicle with no color data. Fixed decal roads not updating. Fixed open save load window of track builder crashing the game. I remember this actually. I think they fixed it, to be completely honest. But there was a crash that happened in 0.5 or 0.15, I mean, where it would crash when you quit the game. I sent a couple reports to them on that. I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to crash when you're exiting the game, of all things. Like, it's supposed to end processes. It's not supposed to create something new. So I think that got fixed because I haven't had the problem yet. Even though I've only uploaded the game like 3 times. Twice for either stream and then this one for this time. Fixed procedural tracks not working. Fixed multi-seat camera not working properly when exiting multi-seat. So I don't even have the multi-seat camera enabled. Whether it's talking about multi-seat as far, oh, multi-seat for like multiple vehicles. Yeah, wouldn't know that. Don't play with anyone. Performance graph metrics is recorded all the time. Pause the physics to pause the recording. performance graph, fix the bugs for GPU graph, latest value would always be wrong. Performance graph, 3 into that. Fix displaying frequency of CPU twice, until already includes stock frequency in the name. So they took out theirs because Intel has one already. Launcher, you can now reset your user path if the launcher or game is throwing error. Case code delivery scenario now uses default UI layout instead of custom single checkpoint scenario. Wait, what? We did this once in the second stream, so wait. The scenario now uses default UI layout instead of custom single checkpoint layout scenario layout. But layout in the wrong spot. Okay, we're gonna have to load that up. The bug keeps flying in my window. And for the audio, added roll-off adjustment curve to exhaust. Added 8 dB of gain over 100 meters. Added additional roll-off adjustments curve to unmuffled exhaust. Added 2 dB of gain over 100 meters. So for those of you that don't know what dB are, it's decibels, which is, and gain is like, I don't know how to explain gain. I know what it is. It's like I'm gonna try to describe it this way. It's like having louder vibration sound. Not volume, but vibration sound. It's like a sort of like a bass. Sort of like the difference between the main volume and a bass. Sort of like the deeper version of a volume. At least that's the best way I can explain it. I might be totally wrong. Added roll-off adjustment curve to main impacts at cabin filter is now more muffled. So the cabin, I'm assuming for vehicles, like when you're inside the vehicle, not outside of it, it's now more muffled than it is. So the vehicle sounds are quieter. Because for anyone that knows, vehicle sounds are very loud when you're nearby them, but when you're inside, they're very, very quiet compared. Like cabins do a great job of getting rid of the sound. And physics, small optimizations of physics core. So that's the entire BeamNG blog. We're gonna at least attempt this. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm back in the stream chat. This is because it was updated. As I said, this is when I restart the game and reload it again because it's not gonna happen like this again. We from having the I'm not sure if I set it off. Like I don't, no, I didn't. I'm not sure if I had it loading when I did the second stream or even the first one, but the scenarios are every part of the game needs to reload when it has an update, and it's always laggy and slow. It always does it the same way. So we did this last time. We ended up failing because of a glitch in the fence, and I couldn't figure out how to get the truck unstuck. It broke the front left axle, like completely. Like the tire was literally unmovable. Oh, there we go. It just took a second. So it says that the UI was changed from single checkpoint, which is tripping me up because I'm not seeing anything different. Like literally, that's all the information it gives. Would it be in here? Oh. Yeah, I made it to the main highway. And I was on the on-ramp and the thing just ended. And I do believe I managed to finally get it unstuck, but I couldn't get the truck to move after that. Like, the truck was broken. It's like the gear was jammed. Wouldn't move in either direction. It was like totally gone. Now the ride height is used because it's Italy. It's got it's got climbs in the streets themselves. Like right here, I'm gonna have to. I didn't want to slow down. We're still gonna make it. One of those really tight turns where everyone's watching in awe. Aced it, literally. I'm even within the lines. I know I'm going faster than normal, but I've already done this. I counted it as a pass because I'm like, well, why shouldn't I? It's not even my fault that that happened. I don't know why I even crashed. Like, it just sort of, it didn't even damage the truck. Like, if it was actually at the true speed that it was, and all of that, it would have crashed and, like, had the cab roll over itself. Like, the cab should have been, like, almost annihilated, or the wheel should have gone shooting off. So, I don't even know why that didn't happen. We might get a chance to revisit it if I can pull this off. There's a little bit to go. As you can tell, there's 29 checkpoints and we're at the 5th one. They are close together, though, which is nice. Still wish the YouTube thing wasn't broken, because it's still saying I have 1 viewer yet. Even if I do, I don't know that, because every stream I've had that said 1 viewer, I've ended up with like 15 views before the end of the stream. So, yeah. It's sad. Because I have no idea how many people are watching or whatever. The comments are at least accurate. So, I went through that branch last time. I think the ride height was actually a little higher, but wait, there's no way. Was I actually all the way back here? I don't think I was. No, this isn't the same thing. Semis would never pull out this far in advance. They'd always do a huge S turn. Or a C turn, I guess it would be. Sort of like a half S. Was it up here then? Might not. It might have been at the halfway mark, to be honest. 14? Yeah, it was right here. I'm gonna slow down because I know for a fact that if I don't get this, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm still wondering about the checkpoint thing because it doesn't make sense to me. Well, we made it through that for once. We finally did that. Now we're on the highway. I really wish this thing had rear view option. Okay. Was the thing I didn't mean to put con there. Rent.com. I'm trying to think. Levels. Nope. MISC. There it is. Default UI layout instead of the custom single checkpoint scenario layout. I'm still confused. Wait. Did it only have the one number before? Is that what it's saying? Did it was it like 14 instead of 14 out of 29? It's not making sense. I don't know, maybe I'll have to watch the part of the other thing and see what it was, because the DUI thing is not in the actual environment. Shit. Oh, 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 I'm changing the title. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad that was on a turn. That would have been so much harder if it was on a straightaway. I'm so glad that was on a turn. The reason I'm saying that is because of the trucking stuff. Because it's a front wheel drive, technically speaking, because it's got the trailer which doesn't have a powertrain. We were on a turn like shit, doing it again. Lay right off the gas when that happens. What's happening is that the thing's spinning, but I don't know what's happening there. I don't know semi-physics. On that side, I know it'd be going slower, I guess. When the semi is doing that, the reason that I like it being on a curve is because you can have. Seriously? Shit, we're hitting the building! We crashed. We'd have gas leaking because it crushed the gas tank right there. Somehow the thing didn't get disconnected. We have some damage though. Oh yeah, no, we're arcing pretty sharply to the right side here. Actually, I'm gonna try backing this up. I'm not gonna make that turn with that tree there. Okay, I made that. Okay, that'll be good. The reason I liked it being on the turn is because you have somewhere you can put the power towards to get it to go in a straight line. If you know what, like, how to drift in a game when you're on like a sharp turn or whatever, I almost hit that. You can literally have the car's power steer towards, like, go towards that, so that you can just change it with the front wheels, which is what I was trying to do with the trailer, because I was drifting technically, and I was trying to use the drifting in my advantage, which is the only reason it stayed. The trailer's even bent, I think. We made the turn. I don't know how, but we made the turn. So I was trying to use I was using the turn at my advantage because I knew I was fishtailing really badly, and I knew that the wheels were sliding, and I was trying to put all of the direction in one spot. Oh, are you serious? We're not gonna. Oh, shoot! Parking brakes are beautiful. Okay, it's actually going downhill. I have the brake on at the moment. It's not actually normally stopped. Shites. Okay, I can't go forward. I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, I was just trying to get it to go. Come on. Sorry, truck. Now you're gonna hit the sign, aren't you? I don't even really want to know if that sign's real or not. Okay, what is this option? Transfer case, maybe? Okay, that's not even gonna make the turn anymore because it slid down sideways. Okay, that's gone through it, thank God. Or not. I know I've high clutch temperature, shut up. Great. It's at second half. And luckily now, though, I'm using the acceleration to slow it down more on its way down. Okay. Wrong way. I'm gonna try straightening it out and going straight back down. We made it. Just barely. Am I going? Yes, I am going in the right direction. Oh my god. Gee, I couldn't be cutting it any closer than this. I could not be. And it turns out you do have to change the transfer case for that. Or adjust it, whichever one that is. I don't know anything about transfer cases. Just seems self-explanatory enough. Okay, we're going faster again. Come on. I know you're slowly overheating, radiator. Please. Please. Thank you. It's much appreciated. I'm pretty sure that was like the hardest part of this thing. I'm hoping. Even though something tells me that this hill is probably going to kill you. I'm assuming that's the city right there because we only have 5 checkpoints left. This truck has been a trooper. I wouldn't want it to be mine, but it is slowly going to keep overheating. I'm just hoping that this hill doesn't fry it. I would not recommend this scenario to anyone who does not know how to drive semi trucks, at least a little bit. Whether in this game or not. Okay, we're slowing down already. That doesn't help me. Plus we're pulling to the right. Oh, I think we're gonna make it though. Are we? Are we? Are we? We're gonna make it. Still got some speed actually. I'm sort of surprised by that. I've seen the end of the tunnel a little bit, so I'm like, okay, are we gonna make it or not? I'd be going much slower than this by comfort, but I'm too worried about not having enough speed. Oh, we got one more. We have one more. We're gonna make it. Oh man, how have I not crashed through this like this? 13 minutes, 20 seconds. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna crash. I couldn't have stopped it from crashing either way though. Damn. God, that feels great. Okay. Well, that will be it for this video. Hotfix has been totally gone through. And damn, that was epic. Subscribe for a lot more weird stuff, I guess, because that was insanely weird. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.